Yeah, we're going. See,
Oh!
out of nowhere. He's all right. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. What is going on, losers? Welcome to Lost Losers Podcast. I am your host, Mr. John Bequette, joined once again by my beautiful bride, the Tots of the show, Miss Andrew Bequette,
Hello.
and coming from wherever shithole Kentucky that he is currently sitting in, young Jamie Fortney.
Yeah.
So before we get too far along, if you haven't heard yet, we do have a Patreon channel. Please go sign up, $5 a month. That's where you'll find the LLP Sunday playlist. We just did a live one earlier today. It was a good time. It's up there now. You can go watch it. They'll be all there. All the old episodes, I'm slowly getting those out there. You'll have that. You'll get access to the newest episode a day early instead of Tuesday. It'll be out on Monday on the Patreon. So go sign up. If you're watching on YouTube, hit subscribe. If you're watching a Rumble, hit subscribe. If you're also doing it, on Spotify or Apple Music, do the same thing. Also leave us a 5-star for you. Now let's get into this. How is everyone doing this week?
Good.
Good. Everyone all right?
Doing all right.
Fantastic. What'd you think about the new windshield, the bug on the windshield?
Interesting.
Just out of nowhere. That had to be set up, right? Or do you think some dude just
I don't know. Where the fuck did he come from? Looked like he came out of the bush.
he did come out of the bush?
Well, then,
Think some dude was riding a park, lost control, and just ended up on top of a car?
no, I don't know.
Man, that's yeah, it's fault on both parties for that one, in my opinion. He's going a little faster the roundabout, but still.
I'm thinking that dude was just cruising along at a nice speed, and all of a sudden, dude came out of bike nowhere. I think it was like an insurance claim. Like the dude in the bike was going to be like, "Oh, this guy hit me," and this guy was like, "Camera, I have that on camera."
Yeah, but why were you recording just driving?
A lot of people do that nowadays for insurance purposes.
I
Like
do
in
it.
Russia, not to
Yeah,
bring
I
up that
record
shithole.
everything that happens.
A lot of people I think in Russia, it's because of the insurance. Like you have to insurance over that country because people were doing like insurance claims like that.
Okay.
Like they would just jump out in front of cars and be like, "Oh, you hit me, pay me," or So now that people just put dash cams in now, it's fine. It's whatever. So, Jamie, you doing good this week? I know we haven't talked to you in like an hour.
Yeah,
I know
it's
you had a
been
pretty
few hours.
I know you had a pretty crappy week, so I'm sure we're about ready to
Yeah.
get into that and all that good stuff. So let's kick this thing off. Have you recorded what I would like yet? To kick off this?
No, just everyone's been busy.
Listen, I need either
I know what
someone
you're-
that can really do a really good angry black man voice, or I need a friend of mine that is black that does the angry black man voice very well to contact me. I have a few things I need recorded.
A few
So,
quotes.
A few quotes that I need recorded.
See, Carter can do it.
I might be able, yeah, Carter might be able to do it. Who knows? I just need an angry black man voice. So, but until then, if you're new to the podcast, we like to kick off the podcast by telling everyone about our wishes of the week. And no, it's not, "Hey, I wish we had a Ferrari." This is the weird and interesting shit happenings that happen to us because, well, shit happens. So let's get into the wishes. James, kick us off, brother.
Yeah, I got a shitty one, but my grandmother on my mom's side, my mom's mom, passed away this week.
Yep. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah,
Not to kick off the be Debbie Downer, but
yeah.
sorry about that.
Passed away. She's been struggling with cancer and stuff.
Mm.
It spread to her lower back. The other day, while we were in Louisville for another funeral for another family member who passed away from cancer, we got news that she wasn't able to walk and that she was on her way to the ER.
Ooh, damn.
So
And then we got back the next day, went to go see her. She got placed into rehab, like physical rehab, the next day, I believe, after we went and saw her. And then she got taken care of there for a while. And eventually there was signs of her having a seizure, and she got taken to the hospital, and there that she was put on hospice. And on Wednesday, I think it was, Mom and Allison went over there to have coffee and donuts with her. They do it all the time. And she sat there and they were talking and everything, joking around. And they looked over and she was just peacefully gone.
That sucks, dude. We're sorry to hear that, and not to make it like a joking and lighting matter, but I figure you're gonna bring that up, and I found something to hopefully maybe your grandma would, you know, would like something like this. So you think, your grandma will be like this, dude?
Oh yeah, I saw
These
this
are my
just
rules at my funeral. Listen up. You could cry, but don't cry too much. Don't make a fool of yourself. Bertha is not invited. Don't let her in. And you better get drunk afterward. Take a shot for me.
Jesus.
I feel like that's more on my dad's side.
Do you think that's more on your dad's side, not your mom? Not on mom's side?
Nah.
Okay. I didn't know how was that, I didn't know if grandma would be that cool, would be down with that, but whoever Bertha was, she ain't fucking invited. All right.
We had one there. There's a funny incident that goes along with Bertha isn't invited.
Why is the
but-
person invited?
There was someone that wasn't invited, and it was
Oh.
funny as shit.
Wait, your grandmother literally said someone's not invited to her funeral?
Pretty much.
Like, I understand. So I understand that's fine. And like, I don't want to talk about death for too much longer, but I'm gonna tell you a fuck up story. And then can we kind of get off the death subject?
Yeah.
And like the hatred.
Yeah.
So you know who John Fogerty is, right? Is like from CCR, him and his brother were in
Yeah.
CCR. Supposedly his brother, when his brother died, looked at him and goes, "My death wish is I hope you can never play our songs ever again."
Mm.
Like he had to go to court supposedly to go get his, like, I don't know if that's true. Someone back me that up, but I'm pretty sure that's the hatred I've heard about that. So that's crazy to have hatred. I don't know who Bertha is, but hey, fuck you. And I hope your grandmother had a really good reason of not inviting someone to their funeral.
It was funny. Yeah, there's just pretty much like two things I want to touch on
But
during it, but I think the way she passed really helped out.
that's perfect.
Just
That's
that
really
she
cool.
didn't fight it and stuff like that. And we went as natural as we could with the place she's at. She's very close to the driving area of the funeral or the gravesite.
Uh-huh.
And so we had to put her in some kind of protective box, but we went cement so that eventually it will break down.
Vampires.
And she wasn't embalmed or anything.
Wait. Did you say you have to encase your grandmother in concrete?
Yes, because otherwise it could have sunken down if someone drove over it.
Oh.
Yeah. It's just for safety. We kind of had to do something. We wanted to not, but we kind of had to. But that was the most natural.
You guys, well, knowing your mom, and I hope she knows that I'm joking when I say this. Knowing your mom and her witchcraft, I figured she probably thought her mom was a vampire, and just in case, wanted to case her instead of cement.
No,
I
and
hope your mom finds that joke. I really do.
Oh, yeah.
No,
And-
like they did in the old days. They used to do that in the old days. Okay, because they thought they were vampires. That's why I corrected the joke.
my mama's
You're not Will Smith me.
husband is in this like giant fucking steel case.
Jesus.
Yeah, his shit's intense. He's like still laying there with a full beard.
Well, that's all right. That's crazy. Sorry to hear
But,
about your loss, though.
Yeah. And then afterwards, we got Olive Garden. Everyone came over to hang out for a little bit. And grandma, who lives in Florida, randomly showed up, just like surprised us. And it was funny as shit how she explained it, because apparently she called the funeral home to try to get the address of the gravesite. And we had talked to the funeral home and told them that, not like names or anything, but was like, hey, there's this cousin that we can't have showing up. Just can't. This needs to be put out as a private funeral, that you contact us if you need the address. and stuff like that. And grandma called the funeral home and was like, hey, I'm surprising them. I need the address. And the guy had to like test her on the phone to be like, are you the crazy bitch I'm not supposed to talk to?
Did he play 20 questions with her?
Basically, it was the funniest thing ever.
That's awesome. Good on the funeral home.
Because-
Good security on them.
Yeah, because yesterday was the first time I smoked a joint with my grandma also. And she's just stoned out of her mind, just telling the story of like, yeah, I was trying not to be the creepy person of like, let me find them.
Dude, but that is pretty creepy. Dude, can you imagine having to call somewhere and be like, I don't want to sound weird, but I'm trying to surprise these people. I know it's a private event. I get it.
Yeah, like
But can you like on the other end be like, then you're like, all right, let's play 20 questions. Like, who are you? Like, how are you related? Like, who is this person? That's insane. But good on the funeral home. Bravo. Good on them.
yeah,
That's
and
pretty
eventually
impressive.
he like was like, yeah, this is who she's saying she is. This is fair.
Cool.
It
Good
was
on the
the
funeral home.
funny as shit to me.
You know, it is pretty good. So once again, man, sorry for your loss. What else you
Yeah.
got? Anything good?
Oh,
Anything on the good side?
I got a house that we're moving into. I know that sounds horrible immediately, but
Don't
moving
just-
to a new place, it'll be a good change, and I don't know. I think it'll get us closer of getting out of Kentucky, so it'll be all right.
There you go. Sura. You know, Kentucky's not bad, but I know you're ready. You guys are ready to go to. You know, well,
Somewhere.
maybe if the Senate passes the legalization of marijuana, you know, Kentucky would be fun again.
Yeah, and I have that thought also because I want to get my name on the license list as early as possible, so that
I haven't read the bill, to be honest with you.
neither have I.
So I don't know what loopholes or how happy we should be about this. I feel like it's a smokescreen, if you know, not to get political, but the
I
legal.
think it's gonna be very business orientated. You know what I'm trying to say.
We'll get into it. We'll just time out. We'll just continue
Yeah.
the witches. We'll continue this conversation in a minute. But no, nope. So anything else? Nothing else on the wishes?
Not really. It
Nothing.
was just kind of a stressful, long fucking week. Just every day felt like an eternity.
Yeah, it usually happens when those things kind of happen. So, all right.
Yeah, but
With
that's all right.
Hots.
I haven't had anything this week really.
I don't think what you did this week.
I worked.
You worked.
I went
You
and got
what?
a facial.
You went and got a facial.
That was
From
epic.
who? What was
from
his
the
name?
spa. From the spa that my parents got me a gift card like 2 years ago for my birthday, and I haven't used it. My dad was like, "Man, give me that fucking thing. I'll use it." But that was epically relaxing. Oh my god, my face is still soft.
I don't know what you did the other day or yesterday. You said something dumb, and me and Carter started going at it, and then she was just like, "Subject change. My face is soft." Like,
I don't know.
I forgot what it was,
don't
but she was
remember.
like, "My face is still soft."
He's like, oh.
And I have binge watched a stupid show. You act all disappointed and shit, but you've come in there and be like, "Did they get married? What did they do?"
I do.
Yeah. So I watched Love is Blind just for dramatic fucking, and that's not something I would normally watch. So I was like, man.
I was like,
I'm
"Who
too
are
much
you?"
girl
And
right
like, when did
now.
you become a girl?
He said something the other day. He's like, you're almost done with Ink Master. You shouldn't be watching, any more serial killer shit to learn how to kill me. So I was like, all right. Why?
Zoe, there you go. That's it. You're good.
No, that's it. Work. Nothing else really.
Yeah, she was watching Ink Master. She's been watching Ink Master and what else?
Miami Ink.
Oh, Miami Ink, and then something. Oh, and whatever murder mystery documentary or how to
That's not
kill me
normal.
and get away with it series.
Ooh, it's Evil Lives Here. That comes on tonight.
Yeah. like she's been watching, and then it's just like, I'm like, what else do you watch? She's like, nothing. I walk upstairs. She's like, don't make fun of me. I'm like, but I'm being a girl. I'm like, the fuck are you watching? Love is Blind. I'm like, are you serious?
And the oldest kid sat there and watched a whole bunch of episodes with me.
He was naming characters. Our oldest son was, he went like this. He goes, oh, the blonde bitch, Brittany, fuck her. Like, fuck that bitch. In season 1, she can kiss my ass. She's annoying. Like, hatred came out of that boy's mouth.
I
for
gotta watch
one
this
character.
now.
Yeah. He
Next
watched,
episode, I'll have watched all of it. Don't worry.
he watched the first series when he was in quarantine, when he still lived
Yeah.
at his other house.
Yeah,
So,
so this
yeah.
Love is Blind series on
Yeah,
Netflix.
it's on Netflix.
Was it
I've
2
been
seasons?
watching
It's so dramatic. There's
before
2
the 90
seasons.
days for
90
90 Day Fiance.
See, now I'm gonna have to
It's
check that
so
out.
good.
There is a new
Are
dating
you
show coming
serious?
on Netflix on the April 6th called like The Ultimatum, where like you go in as a couple, like one of them's ready to get married, the other one's not. So they intermingle, like they switch partners. So you could go home with the same person that you went with, or you can find somebody else.
What is this, a 1963 Yankees team? I'm pretty sure it was the 63
Andrea,
Yankees, the
watch
Red
Before
Sox,
the
something
90
like that.
Days. This season is
Okay.
so good.
I
And
I-
it's
I will.
almost over. There's a new episode today.
90 Day Fiance. Are you serious?
Before the 90 days. It's so good.
Really?
That Love is Blind
There's
thing
this
got-
like Tasmanian rapper named
No.
Soja Boy.
Oh no.
It's so good. His real name is Usman, and he's dating this like 50-year-old white woman from San Diego.
What is wrong with you? No,
And then there's a midget. Alina, she's kind of hot, honestly. She's not bad.
and she's a midget, huh?
Yeah,
Oh my god. Oh jeez.
you gotta watch it.
That's all I
And
have.
every episode is like an hour and a half, John.
Okay,
I cannot do it.
I can. Is
Can't
it on
bring
like
myself-
Netflix or something?
It's on TBS,
Uh,
isn't it? Or TNT?
Paramount Plus or
There you go.
no Discovery. Discovery.
Okay.
Discovery Plus.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't have Discovery Plus. Darn bad luck. I'll
You're
look it up
like,
for
we're
you.
never getting Discovery now.
No, because we're about ready to cut our cable bill. So I'm pretty sure she'd be like, well, instead of having the cable bill, we can have this, this, and this. And yep. Yes, we can. Yes, dear. You're right. You are correct. You know, glad you got your facial. I'm glad you found a new. I'm actually glad you found a series that doesn't involve like you plotting my death.
Hmm.
Like, I'm really happy about that.
I watch that show all the time.
I know you do.
Why does it scare you so much?
That she's going to kill me.
Have fun with it.
I do. Clearly, do you not hear the shit that comes out of my mouth? I live dangerously every day. And everyone's like, oh, you're just doing it for the podcast. No, I'm worse. I actually
So,
step back off here.
do you think it's gonna happen in public? Because that's my bet.
Oh, dude, she's going to cut my throat it's probably going to happen Thursday.
Like it's gonna happen in a Costco.
No, it's going to happen at probably a baseball game or hockey game. And here's how it's going to
Andrew?
happen.
Maybe.
I'm going to be running my mouth, just joking and saying some wild shit about the other team. Say a Cubs fan at Busch Stadium. And I'm going to say some wild shit to the wrong one time, just fucking around, and they're going to take offense to it. And then I'm going to start in on the other teams that he doesn't like or that he likes, because now I'm just being an asshole.
I gotta go to one of those games wearing my Cubs shit with you.
They don't, we really don't care. As long as you're not doing this, everyone's okay. Everyone's friendly. Everyone's cool. They'll be like, oh, are you a Cubs fan? Oh, you from out of town? That's awesome. You should check out X, Y, and Z. Thanks for visiting the city. That's how.
No.
But if you're an asshole and chomping your,
Yeah, true.
then we're gonna fuck with you. And it's
No, if
probably
I
not
come
going to
in
be kind.
jokingly and I'm just like,
So that's how, yeah. And then I want to say something that's going to escalate. She's going to be mad at me because I'm fucking with this guy and I can't leave it alone because, I got to scratch that itch. because I'm a jackass. And then she's going to get mad. This dude's going to say something. She's going to beat the shit out of this dude and then cut my throat for her losing her mind. That's how it's going to go down. I know my death. And then she's going to go to lady prison and they're going to go, how'd you get here? Well, and they're going to be like, well, we're going to leave her alone. She's just here to bide her time.
Andrea would
Enjoy.
get her muffin eaten, not eat muffin.
Lick this bitch. Like, nah. Like, do that and
Yeah,
all that.
I don't. Andrea wouldn't be.
Cover,
the-
Chomo.
the one-
Like, do shit
yeah.
like that.
Andrea's all right. Andrea be safe.
Yeah.
Thanks.
She'd be like running those cell block double Ds. What? So, oh, well, now that we're getting to my wishes this week, dude, I got to do something cool, man. I got to sit down and talk with Dan Buffa. I going to screw up his last name. It's Buffa because I worked with a Buffa and it's spelled the same, and I apologize. And I think I called him by the wrong name like 8 times because I was high and dumb. So Dan, I apologize for you, but thanks for coming on the LLP Joint Hour. That is up on the YouTube channel now and the Rumble channel. So it was fun. He came in, sat down, we hung out, fucking talked for like an hour and a half about his rise to where he's at now. And he finally settled the debate of which movie's better since he's a movie critic. He is a paid movie critic for Rotten Tomatoes and all that. So like, and he writes, does all that thing. I don't know if he gets paid from Rotten Tomatoes. I don't know, but he is a movie critic, yes. And he settled the debate between me and Jason of which movie's better, Titanic or Good Will Hunting. Oh, it's Good Will Hunting. Without the ship, there is no Titanic. The movie would be there's just no story. Just a garbage movie after that.
Not a garbage movie.
Without the ship,
It wouldn't be the same. Wouldn't be, you know what I mean?
anyways, I think it's garbage.
I
movie
still
without a ship. I said
absolutely
that.
love the fact that the last time we talked about Titanic on the podcast, I Googled what was the Titanic movie based off of. Because I was hoping it was like some book, and then it was just like The Crash, dumbass. Fuck you.
Yeah, we all agreed to you on that one. It's that. But thank you again, Dan, for stopping by. I'm moving on, so we don't. But he did also was nice enough to take me to go see the Morbius movie, which is very nice
God,
of
was
him. I
it?
appreciated it for taking me. And as soon as we got done, he goes, "What do you think of the movie?" I'm like, "What'd you think?" He goes, "Yep." I went, "It's a movie." And we started laughing. Like we both laughed. It was I mean, go see it.
Isn't that like Matrix?
What's that?
Isn't that Matrix?
What, Morbius?
Yeah.
No, that's the
Marvel.
Marvel vampire movie with Jared Leto.
Oh.
Jared
I'll be
Leto
alright.
is very good at doing bad comic book movies. The sad thing is, this one was not his fault.
I used to be a fan of Jared Leto, and I just have to shut my mouth now.
You know, not his fault on this one. You know, not his
To me,
fault.
he's better looking than Adam Lambert.
I will say that. I agree with that. Jared Leto is better looking than Adam
He
Lambert.
was like 70 pounds. He's a skinny dude.
So, but
Yeah,
the
I'm
weird
sure
thing
his
is-
dick looks like it just got suction cupped on.
Who, Jared Leto's?
Yeah.
So Jared Leto, man, supposedly he's like starting some fucking cult and fucking only likes with like underage girls. He's a weirdo, supposedly. Like,
I was
there's
about to
those
say
stories
I'm
about
into it
him.
when you said cult because I'm like, I'm down to go join a Jared Leto cult. I'm not down for that. Never mind.
Yeah, like supposedly he's kind of a weirdo. Like, and everyone knows it. And he's like the new Harvey Weinstein, supposedly. And everyone just goes, "It's okay, 30 Seconds to Mars."
Yeah.
You know, just because you have talent and you're good looking, you get away with shit, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if that's true. Don't back. I'm just talking shit here, people. Don't back it up. So, on to me being a dingaling this week. So my wife, actually not my wife, I bought something at Walmart, and my wife on Monday goes, "Hey, would you like this for dinner?" I went, "Hell yeah, that sounds delicious." And I bought the Hot Ones chicken bag from Walmart that came with the Hot Ones sauce.
those.
Have you not found it?
No.
So it comes with 3 different sauces. The original, something in the middle, and then the last dab Apollo.
Yeah. Did you do it?
He was
Please tell me
sweating.
you did.
I did all 3. The first one's a good one. The second one is probably my favorite. The Apollo can go fuck itself. Here's what I did. I went like this. I went, "Oh man, I'm gonna try the last dab." Carter goes, "You want me to try it?" I like being the test dummy. I'm like, "You can try a piece, but no, I'm gonna try it. Why would I need you?" As I threw a whole chicken chunk in it, rolled it around off the fork, dumped my fork in it, and went and ate it.
Oh no.
I went, "Oh, that's not bad. That has a really good flavor. It's not as bad as I think it is." And then I swallowed it. And then I swallowed it.
They all went upstairs one by one. First, it was his Carter's friend that was here, and they're getting milk and all kinds of shit. And then Carter came up, and then he comes up, and they're red, they're sweating, like it was ridiculous.
I had sweat dripping down the back of my neck. And it did not taste good after that. I did not find it very good at all. It was not great. Here, so the shitty part is about, I don't know, an hour and a half later, after I get done eating, I am down here in the man cave and I'm like, Jesus, that was stupid. Hour and a half later, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to have my nighttime joint. I decided to smoke me a joint. About 45 minutes after that joint, my tongue hit something in my mouth and I went, "Oh my God, what is that bump in my mouth?"
It reignited it.
Dude, it gave me a water blister in the top of my mouth. That's how hot that fucking sauce was. I'm fucking high and thinking I have mouth cancer, only for me to think that I fucking realized, dawned on me that I went upstairs and looked, I'm like, why do I have a water blister? Oh my God, the hot sauce. I rolled that shit around and coated my mouth and it burnt the top of my mouth and caused a water blister.
That's a good one.
Did not tell you that until just now.
I don't know.
I didn't tell you that until just now for a reason, because I wanted you to be like, what a fucking idiot.
You can see my facial expression.
I know. I know. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and tomorrow the Lego Star Wars game comes out. I'm so
Carter
fucking
already bought
Carter
excited.
had already bought it.
Yep, I have a pre-order and everything. I have to go pick it up in the morning.
You know, Carter already bought it, but no, that coated my mouth and yep, gave myself a water blister.
Dumbass.
I am an idiot. Only for so that was the beginning. That was Monday, by the way. Let's jump to Tuesday. Tuesday, I go to my chiropractor. Chiropractor stretches me out and he goes, "All right, man, I want you to start doing an exercise." I went, "Okay, what's that?" He goes, "I want you to lay on your back, bring your knees up, keep your hips straight, bring your knees up, stick your arms up, and then start kicking your legs out one by one." I went, he goes, "That way." He goes, "And keep your back flat on there." He goes, "We need to strengthen your back muscles." I went,
Yeah.
"Oh, okay." I did 1 kick, 2 kick, 3 kick, and I went, "I'm done." He goes, "Oh, is that all you got?" I went, "No, I'm not doing that because I feel the spasm in my back activating." And I'm like, "That's not happening." He goes, "You can't let fear guide you on this. You really, you need to conquer your fear and get over this." I'm like, "No, because it feels like my back spasm is going to act up." I'm like, "So are you going to I'm like, come over to my house on Thursday and be able to fucking walk me around?" He goes, "Why?" I'm like, "Because I guarantee you I probably won't walk then." He goes, "Anyways, why don't you do these hip flexors then instead?" It makes me do these hip exercises to try to work my hip. I'm like, "Dude," he goes, "You feel this good stretch here and here?" I went, "No." I'm like, "It's hurting my hip bone." Like I could feel it moving my hip joint. He goes, it's all connected. Only for me to go into Wednesday going, man, I'm starting to feel sore and can't get the fuck out of bed on Thursday. Couldn't get out of bed. Dude, I'm like hobbling around. It feels like my hip bone's trying to come out my asshole. Like my fucking back is like all shitted up. I'm like, huh, didn't see this one coming. Awesome. Can't wait to see you on Monday, Doc. I hope you join the Patreon so you can listen to this in the meantime before I see you on then, so I could before I fucking tell you about ready to get told to fuck off then. You ass.
You gonna fly mom out to beat you up?
Jesus, something. I literally, dude, my hip hurts so bad. My back hurt. Like my back and hip hurt.
To
the point
try to
where
find a
I haven't
neuromuscular therapist.
What's that?
Neuromuscular therapist, something like mom.
Well, they told me it's my, and they're like, oh, you need to like. He was stretching me out. He goes, oh, you feel this good stretch in your hamstring? I'm like, no. I'm like, I got a sharp pain in the back of my knee. He goes, no, you should feel it like in your T-band. I'm like, no, I feel it like in the back
No,
of
I'm
my
not
knee.
saying a physical therapist. I'm
This
saying
is my chiropractor.
Oh, yeah, I would go to a neuromuscular.
Oh, no, like so. I can only go where the VA sends me.
Yeah, that's also true.
So I was just like, that's awesome. Thanks a lot. Appreciate that. You know,
Yeah.
I was like, geez, thanks a lot, Doc. Appreciate it. See you on Monday. Can't wait. But thank God though, because it rained all week, it rained almost like Wednesday, Thursday.
It was
Friday
sprinkling here and there, but it
I
wasn't
think
horrible.
Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday and Thursday. It rained. And here's the fucked up thing, man. So we have this like old like transformer they refuse to replace because it's our house, our neighbor's house over here.
It's like 4 houses.
Yeah, it's like, and then like it's like 4 houses that's on the one transformer, and it goes out all the time. So they refuse to fucking replace it. And when it goes out, it takes them like 4 hours to send one guy to come out here and fix it. And it takes them like maybe 48 hours to get it. So if we lose power, we're fucked. We're just like, we're done.
Yeah.
The houses across the street Thursday. I woke up Thursday morning and it sounded like the National Guard was moving into my neighborhood. I thought Russia was attacking the US. Like World War III is breaking out. I was like, what the fuck is going? It's like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck is going on outside of my house? So I go outside and I'm like, well, I got to take my trash cans to the curb. And it's ambering. They didn't send not 1, not 2, but they sent their fucking army, their street fleet army of like 5 trucks for the transformer across the street that had like 8 houses that blew.
Oh shit.
I went, when did the power go out? Because my neighbor who's an insomniac and doesn't sleep, like me, is outside. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I'm like, when did the power go out? He goes, the power went out 30 minutes ago. He goes, I heard it go out. I was out here. I'm like, and they sent an army? He goes, yeah. I went, must be fucking nice, man. I'm like, we go out of power. We're done for 4 days. I'm like, and we're across the street. Thanks, Amron. Appreciate you. Appreciate that. So here's my last thing, and I'm going to get punched. I guarantee it. My wife is a saint and cooked me dinner last night. And sent me a text and went, she cooked me we're having chicken sandwiches. We've fucking spicy chicken patties. They're fucking amazing. She puts them in the air fryer. They're delicious. Get them from Sam's. They're spicy. They're delicious. Best spicy chicken sandwich ever. Anyways, my wife texts me, she goes, "Hey, your sandwich is done." I come walking upstairs and there's a plate sitting there. And I'm like, "Oh, where's the sandwich?" And she goes, "It's right there." I'm like, "No, that's a chicken. Where's the sandwich?" There's just a piece of chicken sitting there. There's no bread, there's no cheese, there's no mayo. I'm like, "That's just a chicken. Where's the sandwich?" And she goes, "Make your own fucking sandwich. Your chicken is done." And then took the chicken, threw it back in the air fryer, took my plate, put it back in the fucking pantry, and went, "Make your own fucking dinner." I was like,
Jesus.
"Listen, you said my sandwich was done. Just correcting you on your English and
Really?
my expectations. Just saying, just setting the correct expectations. I was looking for a sandwich, came looking for got a piece of chicken.
You know where the fucking bread is?
I know, and I love you and I appreciate you. Oh, you look like you want to punch me. Look how red her face is.
Mm.
I love you.
Mhm.
I love you.
Andrew, you're correct.
What's that?
Ooh.
You did it. You did the right thing.
Oh, I grabbed that plate.
I
and
know
threw
she
that
did the right
fucking
thing.
piece of chicken right back in
Oh.
the air fryer. Scooped it out. Think. Threw a plate on the island. There you go.
100%. She did the correct thing. I am not arguing with her. I would have done the same fucking thing. But I'm just saying, there's a sandwich. You say the sandwich is done. I'm looking for a sandwich, not a piece of chicken. Just saying. I love you. I love you.
Mm.
Why don't you punch him?
I
Reason
want to
number.
so bad.
What? I'm just kidding. Don't punch me because that would hurt and I don't want to be in pain.
Yeah, it would hurt.
I love you. I'm just fucking with you, by the way.
That's the
Appreciate
point.
you.
Mhm.
I know. That is the point. Those are my wishes this week, ladies and gentlemen. Don't Will Smith me.
Oh, I wouldn't be a bitch and slap you. I'd fucking punch you.
Speaking of which, I want to go to the timeline. There is a timeline out there. I want to go to the timeline where Will Smith got kicked out of the Oscars and someone had to go
Yes.
up and accept his award for him. Will Smith couldn't make it tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Like, I wanted that. I want that speech. I don't want Will Smith shitty, fake acting speech. I want the speech of like Denzel Washington going, on Will Smith's behalf, I'm here to accept this award. Will couldn't make it here tonight. Be here tonight.
Should have just had Chris Rock do it.
Oh, that would have been great.
Oh
Like-
yeah. No, that pissed me off. Because
Okay.
that is just making a joke of the whole thing.
First of all, I didn't know the Oscars was last Sunday.
Neither did I.
Neither did I.
Second of all, I was so high when I seen it that I first tweeted out, I'm like, oh, really? That happened? Good on Will for defending his wife, thinking someone cracked an entanglement joke. Like, okay, that's, even though you made it public, your fucking affairs, doesn't mean that,
Yeah,
you're
it's a
saying,
little touchy.
that's a little touchy. Now, on the other hand, go fuck yourself, fair game.
Yeah.
Everyone should be making entanglement jokes. Everybody needs to be making those jokes.
No,
Fucking
this
asshole.
this pisses me off. How
What?
Tom Segura and Jim Carrey have spoken about it is pretty much exactly how I feel about it.
100% now. I am 100% on that side as well.
Like, no, I think what Jim Carrey said is completely true and is what should happen and what should still happen because it's still on the table.
Uh-huh.
And
What did Jim
fuck.
Carrey say, just for everyone that
Yeah, Jim Carrey was saying that he would have gotten up the next morning and taken Will Smith to court for $200 million
Mhm.
for damages.
Yep.
Like, I completely fucking agree. Tom Segura has been very outspoken about him
If you
being
haven't
a
seen, hold on.
fucking prick.
If you haven't seen Tom Segura tweeted out something right off the bat that I 100% agreed with. But if you want to see Tom Segura, what he really thinks, go see the Pat McAfee
Pat
show
McAfee.
on
Yeah.
Tuesday, was it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Tuesday that he was on there, and he was just like fuck that dude. I agree with him too. I agree as well. You know, I think Will Smith needs to take about a 24-month hiatus, go away, go work on himself, you know, and back me up here. I want to see what you
That's
think here.
such entitlement and such just making a joke of comedy and making you can do whatever if you're offended. Being offended is valid now.
Yeah,
That's
because
what he's
words
saying.
hurt.
Mhm.
Yeah, because you get offended by words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking pisses me off so goddamn much.
Listen, anybody listening to this podcast knows I'm joking 98% of the time. I am joking. I'm
Yeah,
just saying wild
exactly.
shit and just joking and trying to have fun. And I'm just trying to work things out in my head. If I think something strange, I am working them out in my head. And these are
Yeah.
mostly thoughts. And I'm not here to hurt anybody's feelings. You know, I mean, we have all of 8 listeners. Sorry, but you know, if I offended one of you 8, I apologize. I'm not here to offend anybody. I'm here just to work things out in my head. You know, Chris Rock took a swing at a joke about a powerful female in a green dress with a bald head. So, I mean, the G.I. Jane joke was tame to
That's
what
an
he could have
easy
said.
fucking joke.
It's
That's such
easy
an
joke.
easy, like a
don't-
basic
Go ahead.
comedian can make that joke, but it's a well-written joke.
Yeah, it had nothing like, and Colton, who's a younger generation like Jamie, you know, didn't even know the whole story behind G.I. Jane. Like when
Yeah.
Demi Moore shaved her head, it was a huge ordeal.
That's
It was
thank
like,
you.
holy shit, you know, Demi, she's known for having real long, pretty hair, and she fucking shaved that shit for a role in a movie as a female seal, which is insane, you know.
She said, like, if I remember, they gave her so much shit, if I remember correctly, for shaving her head. Because they're like, why did you shave your head? Why didn't you just get the
Well, now you're not
standard
as beautiful, blah, blah,
navy
blah. Yeah.
cut? And she goes, I'm going to go do work with men. I want them to accept me as a man, as a powerful woman. So I would be treated as one. That's why I shaved my head.
What kills me is
Isn't that what they're
And-
going for right now nowadays?
and,
Hear
like,
me out.
Colton and I, from the medical field aspect. Okay, this is where that's coming in. Him and I were talking about it, and people were like, "Oh my god, you know, she has this horrible disease. It's worse than cancer." It's called alopecia. It literally means loss of hair.
Yeah.
You are losing your hair.
It's
Be
an
it the hair on your
autoimmune
head,
disease.
the hair on your head, your eyebrows, like
Wait. Hold on. It's an autoimmune disease. Who said it
It's
was
not a-
worse than cancer?
there were so many comments and things like that. Like, you know, she's, you know, very ill and da da da.
It's like the one autoimmune disease that doesn't kill you.
It causes you to lose your hair.
Yeah, it's like the one thing if you're gonna get an autoimmune disease, that's the one to get. You know, God forbid she gets AIDS. You know, those entanglement things can
Yeah.
happen. At least she didn't get that autoimmune disease.
But comparing that to someone that has or had cancer is just fucking insane. People are so
That's so dumb.
uninformed,
So dumb.
but they refuse to be informed. You know what I mean?
That's so,
like
dumb.
Colton said, then don't ever crack a joke about male pattern baldness, ever. You know, that's officially off the table now.
Yeah, like you can't make jokes about bald people now. I heard one guy say you can't make joke. You can't. I heard one comedian say you can't even make jokes about cold weather now without offending people with small penises. Like you can't. Like this is what you got. And thank you for bringing up the Demi Moore because you're like that's what I was going to bring up because I remember when she got so much shit and she was like, I'm a powerful woman. I wanted to hang out with the dudes. This is why I did it. I'm a powerful woman.
I just remember back then,
Yeah,
women
that's like
didn't have. It
Yeah.
wasn't a big thing for Hollywood women to go
Yeah.
bald. She literally shaved her whole fucking
and
head.
she did it, and
It
then
was
her
a huge ordeal.
and then her daughter did it at the premiere.
Mhm.
She was like,
Yeah.
I wanted to be like my mom. My mom's a powerful woman. I wanted to be like her. Isn't
Yeah.
that what these? Isn't
And
that what women
even-
empowerment? Isn't this what you wanted? And
Yeah,
then you,
I think I see what you're saying. Yeah.
but you see what I'm saying. And Chris Rock basically goes, oh, because Jada Pinkett Smith is a leading lady. She's a powerful woman.
Yes.
And for Chris Rock to go, oh, you're like, can't wait to see you in G.I. Jane 2.
Now, if he
One
would have
that's
said something along the lines like, "Ha, alopecia's treating you well," or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
that don't.
And it's so funny to me because Chris Rock was in such shock because he thought it was going to be a Passover joke. You can see it on his face. He's ready to say the next joke immediately.
Yeah.
And the reaction from the crowd takes him aback, and he has to like, wait a second.
Chris Rock growing right there proved growing up in comedy clubs. Just for him to handle his keep his emotions, handle his composure the way he did, and then not for him to go full bigger and blacker Chris Rock, because you've seen him flip that switch and go, ooh,
I could.
ooh, I could. Do you realize? Chris Rock's like, do you realize who I know who you are? Do you realize what I do for a living? Like right then and there, Chris Rock looked at Will Smith and went, do you realize what I do for a living and what I can do to you right now?
I don't know if it was that or if it was a physical aspect, because I dug into it after
Chris Rock could fuck some people up, supposedly.
He was teased and tormented, so he put bricks in a backpack and beat the fucking living shit out of someone that was teasing him and tormenting him, like almost killed this person.
I understand that. Will Smith is like a legit boxer with Ali. I get that, but
but Chris Rock just realized, like, I don't like who I am. But that he has another side of himself that he doesn't let show. He could have,
he could have.
Never know. But he handled himself incredibly well. I would have lost my shit.
Yeah, I would as well.
I was saying it to Haven because I was like, if it would have been in my opinion, this might sound horrible, but I think if it was like a woman on stage and a woman came up and slapped her, I think it would have been some shit. Even if it was like Whitney Cummings on stage, I think she would have lost her fucking mind.
If it would have been here, first of all, anybody else on that stage says that joke, Will Smith is sitting on his hands. And he's going to continue laughing he's going to be continue laughing at the joke, which he was doing in the first place. Let's not forget that.
Yeah.
He laughed at the joke the first time. All right. Like he laughed at that joke the first time. And until his wife got her hands into it. And this is what I was getting into it.
Do you think she had like a pep talk beforehand being like, all right, if they say any shit about me?
No,
Dude,
I think she gave him a look like,
yep,
you're going to let this go?
Or I'm going to go in an entanglement with somebody else. But here's what, Jada Pinkett is proof of what toxic women can do to an alpha male. Can we prove this? Can you hear me out? Because clearly she's still in love with another man, and that person's dead. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, Tupac. She is doing whatever the fuck she wants. Don't get me wrong, Will Smith, I'm sure he slept with women that we don't know about and whoever. And, has probably been on Epstein's plane.
Or
a
like
few men here and there, yeah. Maybe Tyler the Creator.
Secretly gay.
Yeah.
Just come out already, dude.
Yeah, but here's what I'm like. But how old is that? Who would she have this entanglement with?
In
August?
August, yeah, August something.
Isn't he like 20 something years younger than she is? And wasn't she helping him overcome a drug addiction when they started their entanglement?
I'm not sure.
Hear me out. If that role is reversed, and that is a male helping a 20-something a female young enough to be his daughter, get over a drug addiction, and they start what they call an entanglement, that dude is burnt at the stake and ridiculed across all planes and is called all types of names. Am I correct? Hear me out.
Well, I mean, like, Doesn't Marky Mark like replace his 20-year-olds every once in a while?
He's been married.
Leonardo DiCaprio is the one
You
who
know,
replaces
yeah.
Leo's the one. He dates supermodels. That's all he does.
Yeah.
But he doesn't date
And
anyone
But he
until
there's-
they
doesn't.
reach
But
a
he's not
certain
helping
age.
one that's going through fucking rehab. That's down on their luck
Yeah,
and trying
I get
to
what you're
change their
saying.
life. That's the
Red flag.
manipulative part. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
that's when you're battling those demons, and that's kind of, oh, it's okay. You can. It's my husband knows you can have sex with me. My husband know like that's weird. You know what I mean? That's taking an advantage of somebody, a vulnerable person, if you ask me. And I think, and I think Jada and Will is clearly a man who is slowly losing his mind from his Red Table interview until what happened a week ago at the Oscars. Am I right? Wrong? Help me out here.
I was reading a timeline about how they met August.
Oh. But
I think toxic people in any relationship,
Yeah.
be it male or female, is just going to destroy the other one.
But here is my last thing I'm going to say about the Will Smith thing, and we're going to move on to something else. I want to have here's my best take, and here's my worst take of this. The best take is the opening of the Flagrant 2 podcast by Andrew Schultz. If you haven't seen Andrew Schultz's opening and his take on what happened to the Oscars, bravo, sir. Andrew
Yes.
Schultz takes it for the best take.
So well written.
So well written, so well done. It's the best.
So, there was a rumor that Jada was seeing Mark Anthony when he was married to J-Lo in 2011.
Well, wouldn't
Just
surprise
saying.
me. They're all fucking each other in Hollywood, man. That's Hollywood.
I
Here's
fought
my-
a kid named Mark Anthony once.
Here's my worst take on this. Is The Guardian. The Guardian somehow spun this and this Will Smith smacking the shit out of Chris Rock into white supremacy.
Huh?
Go read it. I don't know. I don't remember how they did it. Go look up The Guardian. Somehow spun Will Smith smacking Chris Rock into being like 400 years of oppression coming out in one man's hand. I don't know how they do this, ladies and gentlemen, but I thought that was that's a bad take for one, but you got to give them credit where credit's due. That's a very hot way to, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I got nothing. I don't even it was I was just like, what the fuck? Are you looking it up?
Yeah. It looks like the Guardian removed the article.
Did they remove the article?
Yeah, because this is another article talking about how dumb it is.
Okay. But yes, so the article has been removed then. But yeah, they spun it to white supremacy somehow. If you don't believe me, Rogan talked about it on his podcast, and that's how I found it. It's insane. So, let's get in a couple news stories real quick, and then we'll go from there.
Oh my God. This seems racist. The way they're talking about it. Seems like the writer of the article, they're saying that Black people, to be for the culture, need to act white in or out of Hollywood to be able to be accepted.
Jeez. What?
Yeah.
It's insane, isn't it?
All right.
Well, all right. Let's move on to some weird things. Let's go to weird happenings around the world. All right.
How the fuck?
How did they make that transition? I don't know, but I'm making this transition. We're going to Puerto Rico. Jamie, you're a snorkeler. You've gone
Yeah, I'm a scuba diver.
scuba diver. You ever gone scuba diving, baby?
No,
Would you go scuba diving?
no,
I don't think you'll ever go scuba diving after hearing this story.
I would not.
Why not,
Uh,
Andrew?
I am terrified of deep water like that.
Oh, okay.
So this
Just the no.
young
no.
lady was snorkeling in Puerto Rico, and something went in her ear, like a crab.
That's a good one.
A crab got in her ear. She came out. Oh, it's on TikTok, and you see like a doctor trying to get this thing out, and
I
then
don't
it
like
just,
that.
huh?
I don't like that.
I didn't. I'm not bringing up the video. It was so cringeworthy. Like it was like, oh man.
My
Dude.
first time ever going
Oh, wait.
snorkeling, I got chased by a barracuda.
Hmm.
What would you do if you got a like? How would that feel to get a small crab in your ear?
Horrible.
Does Q-tips work for that?
No.
No, like they had to dig it out. Oh, it was alive, by the way. Like you see the doctor get it
Yeah.
out, and it dropped, and you see this crab go, like off it went,
Sideways. It's like.
Yeah.
like Squidward.
So I remember. When I,
Zoidberg,
God,
you
I
mean?
was a little kid.
Yes, Zoidberg. Thank you.
I was a little kid and we were at the beach and my mom got in the water with me and all of a sudden she starts fucking screaming. She's trying not to drop me because it was choppy. She finally gets to where I can walk out of the water and she's holding her foot up, just holding her foot up like screaming, and there's a fucking crab caught in between her toes.
Oh,
Dude, that motherfucker-
Oh,
that
Ooh.
on her little toe, that motherfucker had pinched like and had death grip on the web. So my dad tried to get it off. He got the crab off, but it lost its claw. Like the claw did not come off.
oh,
So yeah, next time you see dad, ask about the crab in mom's toe.
that's awesome.
that's a good one.
I'll ask about the time he had to remove the crabs from his wife. He'd be like, "Oh, the crab on her foot."
Yeah.
I'm just imagining him taking the little arm and just be like, just like, you're bye, little buddy.
Yep.
She was freaking. He was laughing. It was a train wreck.
Oh, I could hear him howling now.
Yeah, yeah.
That is awesome. That's fantastic. But this lady had her ear.
Spirit of my mom's probably killing me somewhere.
I think
for
that's what
that
I just
story.
felt in my back. Like my spasm just fired off my back. So if you see me jerk like that all of a sudden, that's what that was. She probably just stabbed me.
Shut up, assholes.
Mhm.
Jerk. You fucking jerk. Now let's go to Houston, shall we? Houston, Texas. You would think a man in Texas or a person in Texas knows how to handle a weapon, correct?
Yeah, for the most part.
Like you would think he knows how to take it out of his holster, put it away, at least clean the gun correctly for the most part, right? Well, a man in Houston, Texas in a hotel room did not do that correctly, and he accidentally shot himself. Don't worry,
Where?
he's alive.
Where did he
Yes.
shoot himself?
In the testicle.
Nice.
Shot himself right
Involved.
in his testicle. Is in Houston. The cops responded. They're like, "How'd you do it?" And they're like, "How'd you do it?" And you're like, and the guy was screaming. They're like, "We don't know if he was cleaning it or taking it out and putting it away, but he ended up shooting himself in the nuts." That's it. That's all they got. That was the story, by the way. That's literally the story, and I just fell out laughing.
So I had one that I forgot to tell about yesterday, real quick.
Go ahead.
Yesterday, after the funeral and everything, I found my ex or deceased grandfather's shotgun, and it's just like a single barrel breakneck and stuff. And I put the first shell in, go to shoot it, and it's a fucking dud.
Nice.
And no one else realized how fucking scary that was.
Yeah, when you pull the trigger and it doesn't do anything, and you're expecting something,
You stand there for 2 minutes.
it's a-
Yeah, like I
Just a-
stood there just waiting because I was like, oh fuck. And
Yeah,
just I waited. Didn't go off for 120 seconds. I turned the gun away from me and everyone, broke it and let it shoot out into the field. and just told everyone to back up. And I was just like, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Jesus.
That happened.
But yeah, Dad was on the phone and he was like, holy shit.
Was that you or the dogs?
It was me.
Huh?
It was not me.
Holy cow.
Because Dad, with all
Sorry.
his shit, he's had like 2 duds and he's put 100,000 rounds down range.
Oh yeah.
So
It's not fun where that happens. It's not fun when one cooks off on you.
yeah. Oh, I was so fucking scared.
Man, Jesus Christ, dog. That fucking Jesus, man. One of the
Oh,
dogs
farted.
farted. Oh, it's not going anywhere. It's just hovering. It's
Grab a
terrible.
larder.
It's terrible.
See if you can light it on fire.
I'm afraid I'll
Dude, you
set
probably
everything
set
on
the house on fire. That's
house
how
on
bad it is
fire.
right now.
All right. From New Zealand or from Houston, we're going to New Zealand. Or is it Australia? Hold on. New Zealand. This is a case of maybe karma gone wrong, but I'll let you guys be the judge. I want you to tell me. So this lady was mad at her husband. He went on a guy's trip. He went to go see a rugby match over in the, I guess, the town over, overnight rugby match over the town over with his boys. Texted him in the morning, didn't get a response. Kept texting him, nothing. Started getting furious at this gentleman and her husband. Gets a phone call from her brother-in-law, says, hey, I need you to come over to the house. She gets to the house only for the cops to be there and tell her that her husband has passed away suddenly.
Oop.
And that's why he's not responding to her text. This lady put a TikTok out saying the time that you're annoyed and pissed off at your significant other only to find out that they're dead.
That's
Why
a
would
good
you
one.
TikTok that?
I guess to help her grieve. Sometimes you just don't need to tell everything on TikTok, ladies and gentlemen, but she did.
No, that's a trend right now because I saw another one where it was like this guy, it was like 2019, you get a cool job, 2020, you get your brother gets a cool job, 2021, you're working together, 2020, he fucking dies from a pipe. And it's like, oh, all right.
Jesus.
It gets worse. So he died. He didn't have like a heart attack or anything like that. He fell off a fucking cliff because he was drunk and he was texting on his phone. So he had his head down, not paying attention, and off he went. Do you think he was texting his wife probably?
No, probably not.
He was probably like, yeah, honey, I'm drunk, heading back to the hotel. Never received. How?
That's one way I don't want to go.
No, that's the word. Nope, do not do me like that, Jesus. Do not do that me like
I
that.
don't want to go that way.
Do
I
not
know
want to go
that.
like that. But my problem is, first of all, I can't believe you do TikToks like that. But how shitty would you feel if you're just like
Pissed off.
enraged that? How would you feel if you're like, this motherfucker isn't texting me, blah, 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 back, and be mad at me? And then all of a sudden the cops show up and they're just like, you're like,
I think she thinks that's already gonna happen.
I'd be like, how do you go out?
let me guess, someone shot him.
Stabbed him in the eye. Like, yeah.
It reminds me of the brother and sister from
I can't
Columbine,
believe it. You're just like,
That's not.
what?
where the brother and sister from Columbine, I think it was the sister survived and the brother didn't, and they were like fighting the entire morning and everything, and slammed the door on her and everything. We'll get into the car, and then just never saw him again.
Jeez.
Yeah.
All right.
I remember she visited my school and like it was like 6th or 5th grade or something, and it just always has scarred me since.
Really?
She just traveled the country talking about this to little kids, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Really? That's insane. I gotta look for this fucking article. All of a sudden, I can't find it.
Vegan.
No. So that's
serious
That
on
mango
Netflix.
Pepsi.
yeah. This is what I'm going for. That's what I'm going for. That's great. All right, last article. So who's this bad vegan?
It's a show on Netflix about some show. She had like a. I haven't watched it. I was
Bad
going to.
vegan.
Yeah, she had some kind of restaurant in LA or some shit that was super cool or something. She got in trouble for like swindling money or something. I don't know. I haven't watched it because I don't care.
She's in prison.
Or I don't know what happened. They were like embezzling money or some shit. Like there's a.
I look it
whole
up and I
thing.
see a mugshot. So I mean,
Yeah, she's going to
she-
prison.
She went to jail or is going to jail or something.
So I'm not. So that's not the thing. So Louis C.K. Everyone know know who he is? The comedian, stand-up comedian.
I've heard.
no,
Of
I have no idea.
So I guess everybody wanted this lady. Like Alec Baldwin wanted to fuck her at one time. Like everybody did. So, but for some odd reason, Louis C.K. did, and she has accused him. Like, oh, because she's going to prison under court cases, all of her emails are coming out. And in one of the emails, she accused Louis C.K. of giving her an STD. Now, I'm not saying Louis C.K. gave her an STD, but
I hope he did.
But his response back to her is probably because I had a buddy who's had an STD. I have never had one, knock on wood, thank God. And if I ever get one, it's your fault.
an STI. Is that a sexually transmitted infection?
Yes,
Okay.
that's same thing. STI, STD.
Disease and infection. Whatever. I just noticed that.
Whoa. So just now at the Grammys, Louis C.K. won Best Comedy Album of the Year.
Oh wow, good for him.
Holy fuck.
Good for that guy.
That's a big fuck you to cancel culture.
Yeah.
Nice.
His
So
response. That's his response to her.
his response though just tells me, because my buddy who got one, it sounded pretty similar to this from the girl. Hey, I understand you're upset. This kind of shit is tough. I never swore that I was clean. I told you I may or may not have given this to you. I'm sorry if I did. If you gave it to me, it's okay. We all share the current human bloodstream, which includes this kind of stuff. I should have worn a condom. You should have made me. We should have a lot of things. We're human. And it's Louis C.K.'s response back to this lady accusing him of giving him an STI. I don't know what to say to that. Like, I'm not saying Louis C.K. gave it to her,
Who cares?
but that response to me sounds like he gave it to her. You say who cares? But it's pretty funny.
They're idiots. All of them are.
All the Holly weirdos.
Yep.
But you have to admit that's a fucking pretty funny and standard I'm guilty, not guilty, but guilty of this response.
Yeah.
Jamie,
That's a pretty good one.
that's all you
I
got.
have I don't think I know whether he's guilty or not, but I'm just like
I mean, it's just, it sounds like,
I never said I was clean.
yeah,
Okay.
never said I was clean, but if you gave us this, if you gave it to me, it's okay. I'm okay with you giving it to me though. Like, what the fuck? Like, don't be able to, like, listen, it's okay if you have it, and if you gave it to me, it's fine. It's fine. It's okay. Like, what the fuck, man? You probably should have made me wear a condom. I never saw it. I was clean. You probably should have made me wear a condom. That dude went, hey, do you want me to put this on? And she was like, are you clean? He goes like, maybe. And she was like, whatever. And they just went at it, and she ended up with something. And now she's pissed. And Louis C.K. in the back of his head was like, you're getting herpes, and I'm pulling your hair. Like, doing shit like that.
So do you want to hear? So that was your last thing?
That was my last thing. And then we got to take a pause because we have someone coming on, and we're going to play trivia for the weird.
Real quick, before we do that, do we want to hear just a few of the Grammy winners real quick?
Sure.
Real quick. Because I got pulled up.
What categories?
I'm just going to do rock and rap real quick. That's
rock
all.
and rap. Go ahead.
Yep. Best rock performance is Make a Fire by Foo Fighters. Best metal performance, The Alien by Dream Theater. I think that's great.
I never heard the song.
Against Deftones, Mastodon, and Rob Zombie. I think Deftones could have won that, but that's about it. Best rock album, Medicine at Midnight, Food Fires. I think that's a good one.
I haven't listened to the album, to be honest with you, so
it's really good.
Is it?
Best rock song, Waiting on a War, Dave Grohl, Taylor Hawkins, Rami Jaffee, everyone for Foo Fighters. I thought it was someone else also.
Nice.
And
best rap.
Yep, I'm trying to go to it real quick. Best rap performance is not up yet, but Baby Keem, Cardi B, J. Cole, and Megan Thee Stallion. Best melodic rap performance, Hurricane by Kanye West featuring The Weeknd and Lil Baby won. Best rap album, Call Me If You Get Lost by Tyler Creator. So fucking happy about that one. That's great.
Have you listened to this? I'm so out of the loop. I'm at that age now where I don't know any of the Grammy nomination albums. So, all right, we got to take a quick pause, and we'll have someone with us play some trivia for the weird. Hey, just wanted to make sure before I hit the record button
and get in trouble.
I don't want you getting in trouble at like work. You're like, I went on this podcast. It's something with this weird guy. He said some strange shit.
No, I wear my shirt to work all the time. So
that's awesome. Thank you. So everyone, we like to welcome Miss Sissy J onto the Lost Scissors podcast today. Thank you our biggest fan. Thank you. And the reason why I wanted to bring you on here is because you are the first outside family, outside stranger that has supported this podcast, and I thank you for that.
Y'all are very welcome. You all make my day.
Thank you. I don't know if we're making I'm hoping we're just making you giggle a little bit through the day.
It's pretty sad if we're making your day.
She's probably like, at least I'm not that guy. There's no such thing as a bad example, and I happen to walk that line very well every day. So thank you for that. We love you for that. Thank you.
Well, I love you guys. You guys are the greatest. So thanks.
Aw.
I don't know if we're great, but we try, and thank you again, though. So we thank you for coming over. We'll play some trivia for the weird. You know this game, I'm sure since you listened to it. This fun little game.
Before you do that, Jamie, Carter bought a new game. It's called Puff Puff Pass.
We have a new game for the podcast.
It's coming soon, but that'll have to be not a YouTube one.
That'll be a Patreon one. We'll have to Patreon one.
So he literally bought it himself.
He's like,
I cannot wait for
got
this.
So we have new games coming. So, all right.
Go.
Sissy J, you're going first since you're the guest here. So you're going to answer first.
Okay.
Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
I went through here and found some weird ones. So I hope you don't get offended on me. If you do.
No, I don't get offended.
Thank God. Listen, before I get started, I know I'm taking you up some time. Once again, I thank you because I shit on your state and shit on your open-faced sandwich of a pizza, and you listen, and I don't know why, and I fucking love you for that. I literally do. I don't know why. God bless you. All right. Love you.
I'm used to it. Believe me.
The open-faced sandwich that you call a pizza still kills me. All right. Question number 1. In Iran, 14 of these were arrested on suspicion of espionage.
Okay.
Was it A, squirrels, B, toddlers, C, tourists from Iceland, or D, circus clowns?
I'm going with B. I'm going with toddlers.
This B, toddlers. Jamie?
I think it's either clowns or squirrels. But the way you said confiscated, didn't you?
Arrested.
Fuck.
Squirrels, toddlers,
Uh,
tourists, Iceland, circus,
You
or
know, I'm
circus
saying
clowns?
squirrels can be arrested.
What is that? A.
A.
I went with clowns. I went D.
I will let you know one of you is correct.
I fucking hate clowns.
It's A. Squirrels.
Yeah.
You guys should have
I
known
was
I was going to
hoping
bring
it
out
was
a weird.
confiscated.
You knew I was going to bring some weird
How
animal.
the hell are squirrels causing espionage?
I mean,
Exactly.
What did they have? Like
you
the
can train
Archer
squirrels.
turtleneck
What do you
on?
mean?
you can train squirrels.
Did they have the Archer turtleneck on? They're
Yeah.
just like
The tackle neck.
God, that's so stupid.
We listen. Now on this, we've had a goat that's been arrested for murder or bank
Right.
robbery, and now squirrels
Fucking
arrested.
espionage
It's
squirrel.
espionage squirrels.
I'm gonna make a gif of that. I'm gonna make some fucking squirrels and their tactile neck just being like,
You don't believe me? It's right there.
cocks.
How fantastic is that?
So gay.
All right. Question number dos. Working on my Spanish.
Oh, so these squirrels actually had GPSs on them.
Oh. Oh, they're
Ah.
probably, dude, they're probably doing like the
I'm not
mating
even
or-
joking.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Oh.
They were spy squirrels.
Get it? Spice squirrels. Hey, there's a band name.
All right. Did you say spice squirrels?
He said spice squirrels.
Nice.
Get it? You say that real
Spice.
fast. It sounds spice.
Yeah.
Spice.
Yeah.
Spice. Anyway.
All right. I thought I found this one. I think everyone should know this since the world's kind of going to shit right now. So just in case, you know, and Jamie, you probably already know this being from Kentucky. What's a gross but common way for people to find food during a famine?
Ugh.
Is it A, digging up a freshly buried bodies and eating the meat?
Ugh.
B, roasting cow manure? C, seasoning and eating clothing? Or D, eating literally mud pies?
Ew.
This is Jay.
Ugh.
Yeah. I'm going with. I'm gonna go with D.
D, eating literally mud pies.
I also
Yeah.
went with D because I cannot even
Yeah.
imagine the rest. If I had to
No.
eat a shirt or something, cool.
I
I'm with
could-
Andrew. No.
I can deal
Cow
with.
poop.
You're gonna go with
Ugh.
cow poop.
Yeah.
Fun fact:
that?
cow poop is good for starting a fire. Dry cow poop. I will tell you
Yeah.
that.
What letter is that?
That is B. You're all wrong, and I now think of this. This could be in very bad taste, and James, you beat the shit out of me for later. But it's A,
Oh,
digging
no.
up a freshly buried body and eating the meat.
No.
Ew. No. No. Gross.
I'd eat mud before I even a thought about doing that.
I'd stick.
And
stone.
so I just learned this recently, actually. For cannibals to like sustain themselves, they have to supplement meat every once in a while with something different because your body basically sees it as a attack on itself when it eats human flesh. So your
Oh.
body doesn't know how to digest human flesh correctly because it's itself.
Oh, like alopecia.
Yeah,
it's
so
an
your body
autoimmune
thinks
disease?
it's neck. I don't know why I just agreed with that and just kept going. But
Thank you, though. Thank you.
it's basically like your body reacts to necrotizing.
Ugh. No, thank you. I'd rather eat the cow. poop.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
going with cow.
intense.
I'm going with cow poop, and I'm going with everything else before.
We have enough.
Turtle.
We have enough clothes. We'll just be like, "Hey, is this shirt
We
look
have
good for
enough
dinner
clothes.
today?"
I can make barbecue sauce to put on a t-shirt.
Cut it up real thin.
My
Yeah.
Filet-o shirt.
Leo lost his
wasn't that
t-shirt.
on the fucking Hanks movie, Tom Hanks movie?
Castaway?
Passed away.
I'm not for sure.
Shit, I'm pretty sure we could grow some fucking potatoes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if Matt
Matt
Damon
Damon.
can do it on Mars, I can
Yeah.
grow potatoes somewhere. Okay.
Plus, I can do 8,000 different things with potatoes.
Yeah, I
Mashed,
could.
fried, cubed,
Right?
smoked.
We can do a whole bunch of shit. Question number 3. A Match.com survey revealed that a guy who does this will triple his chances of scoring on a date. Is it A, talks highly about his mom? B, asks about her pets? C, opens the door? Or D, chats up an Uber driver?
Ew.
This is very interesting. And let me sure.
I'm gonna go with B.
B,
Yeah, because I don't see the rest.
ask about her pet. That's about the pets.
Yeah.
I went with B also because I think if a guy was like, "Yeah, my mom's the best," that girl's gonna feel like
Yeah.
inferior automatically.
Okay, so but if he
Uber
talks about
driver.
her pets, you think he's taking an interest in the life.
Uber driver.
Uber driver.
Definitely.
Like, mom's always gonna come first, bitch. So
So mom's out.
Yeah, mom's out. I agree with Andrea on that. Mom's out.
I
Open-
win.
And and the mama boy, I'm that guy. So I have to, no, you have to watch that shit.
I have a mama's boy.
And what
I
about
do
so?
What?
What about open the car door, ladies? Like the car door guy?
No,
is-
because I watched some video of some dude opening the door and she's like, "Man, I can open my own motherfucking door."
Yeah,
Like,
no,
holy shit.
nowadays it's not the same. Asking about the pets, I don't think does as much as talking to Uber driver.
Just answer.
I'll call him back.
See, but I think if you were talking to the Uber driver, the woman's gonna be like, "Oh,
Why are you
wait a
talking
minute."
to the Uber driver? What's wrong with
Exactly.
me? I'm sitting right behind you. You can't talk to me.
I kind of get what you're saying. I've had a lot of good experiences where it was especially in this area. I guess the best way to say this is that it'll be more ethnic people driving and they expect me to respond badly and I just treat them like they're a human being. And so they actually have a nice conversation with me.
The answer, Jamie's right. It's D.
I suck.
Yep.
I
I
would
guess
never-
so.
I haven't gotten one right.
I guess if you're nice to the Uber driver, you know. So what's the score after 3?
2, Jamie's winning.
No, so you ladies
We
are
have
just
won.
shitting this up. Question
Big
number
ol'
4. If you meet someone while using a dating app, studies show there's a 48% chance that the relationship will end this way. A, by email. B, getting ghosted. C, face to face. Or D, by cheating.
Ooh.
What's the percentage?
Yeah.
43.
48%.
What was B again?
Ghosting.
Ghosting.
Yeah, I'm going ghosting.
I'm going with B. I'm going with ghosting.
I also went B.
Jamie, everyone goes ghosting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're all wrong.
Of course.
Email.
Email.
You're
Email.
likely to
Eh,
get dumped by an
This is
email.
dated.
No, yeah, that's very
By-
dated.
You think so? You think it's dated?
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
see ghosting more.
Yeah,
I think-
nowadays,
I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure just a simple bye.
who
email.
emails?
I'm pretty sure the email still. gets
Not
it
even
done.
48% of people talk through email anymore.
But I'm
Uh,
pretty sure, like, do you think they're counting text messages as an email?
maybe any kind of
Maybe.
As well, like
Maybe.
electronic messaging,
Yeah.
because that's the only way that makes sense about it.
Okay.
I
Didn't
can
have
see that.
text message on the other option.
No.
Oh,
No.
alright.
So maybe that's the reason why.
Fair enough then.
Ladies, you're still over, huh?
Yeah.
Man, you gotta stay.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha.
Now this is for the fellas.
Oh boy.
Fellas, maybe you should rethink rocking those skinny jeans.
Oh God.
Oh,
Which side effect
Oh,
is
I know
caused
this
by
one.
wearing them?
I think I know this one.
Is it A, urinary tract infection? B, twisted nuts? Oh, that fucking just hurt thinking about it, actually.
Testicular torsion. Yeah.
C, bladder issues, or D, all of the above?
I'm going with D.
Sissy's going with D.
I also went with D.
Yep. It's yeah. I'm almost certain it's D.
You guys are all correct. It's D. It's all the
Yay!
above.
We got
Can cause
one.
twisted nuts, urinary
UTI,
tract infection.
twisted bladder issues, and all of the above.
That sounds terrible.
Like
That-
I said, I, if you ever got skinny enough to where you could wear my jeans, we have problems.
I would never wear
They would
your
look like
jeans.
capri pants on you, but
Yeah, because you're like a foot shorter than me.
fuck you.
Just saying.
I'm not 5'2".
You're close.
Okay.
Just saying. Take it easy, Tiny Tim. Sorry.
Don't worry, you're a foot shorter than me.
Oh God.
You are a foot shorter than Jamie.
I've seen Jamie in person, so I'm aware of this.
What
Your
question
son
we on,
doesn't call
baby?
you Elf.
What's that?
I said, at least her son doesn't call her Elf. Mine does.
What question we on? 6?
6.
All right. Women in this profession
Oh God.
tend to be more likely to cheat, or tend to be more likely to cheat. Excuse me. Shouldn't have taken a hit of this joint. A, public relations. B, stripping. C, acting. Or D, medicine. More likely to cheat in which field? Which profession? If a lady is in this profession, they're more likely to cheat.
I feel like this is unfair.
Why is that?
Acting is such a small population that I
Yeah.
think it has to be that.
I'm going with D, though. I'm going to go with medicine.
Why would
Yeah,
you
I
go with
kinda did
medicine?
that one
That's very
also,
interesting.
but-
I would like to hear your thought process behind medicine. You just because
Why
there's too many doctors?
There's a lot of
Well, remember, my husband's a paramedic. I've heard all the stories.
yeah.
I've heard them. I've seen them go down. So, yeah.
Medicine,
I went PR, public relations.
public relations.
You're dealing with all kinds of new people.
I'm going
coming in.
actor.
Jamie's going actor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you know the lady with the expertise got it correctly. Miss Sissy Johnson with D. It is
Damn,
the people
alright.
in medicine. I guess just like to cheat on their significant other.
Please don't read that question out loud.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Nurse Thor would have a problem having a problem with
Oh,
his significant
Jesus
other.
Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, we already all know about that. Where are we at? Question number 7. Here's one more fact that will hopefully curtail your fast food habits.
Oh God.
A study
Mm.
shown that this contained the most traces of E. coli.
Ugh. Okay.
A, milkshakes. B, French fries. C, chicken nuggets. Or D, crushed ice.
I'm going with D.
I'm also going with D.
Yeah, I'm going ice.
It's ice. It's the crushed ice. You guys
Yeah.
nailed that one.
That makes me sad.
Makes
Yeah,
me
because-
very sad.
Especially
get no
Sonic's
ice.
ice, you know?
Oh, I'll
Like-
chew it. I don't give a
like-
shit. E. coli, no E. coli. I'm just like,
Sonic's ice is the best.
yeah, it is.
Like, hands down, best ice is Sonic. Like,
I even get no ice at Sonic, and people make fun of me so much.
I get light on the ice. So I get light on the ice at Sonic. So
Nope, I
Yeah,
get no ice.
Just give me the whole cup of ice with a splash of whatever I'm drinking.
Exactly.
you can buy a bag of ice for $1.50 from
But
them.
it's not Sonic ice.
Yeah, you can. You can buy a
You
bag
can get
of
an
Sonic
ice maker that makes Sonic's ice. Do you know that, right?
I'm aware.
It's like $1,200.
Exactly.
But
We have one at work. So I'm
Jesus.
like, whenever I go into work, I fill up my cups before I leave. I have a coffee cup. I'm like,
Unfucking believable.
That'd be sweet.
What's the score, baby?
they're so
Jamie
expensive.
has 4, Sissy has 3, I have 2.
Well, you stink.
Fuck you.
Question number 8. Wait. Here, I'll let you read this one.
scabies mites can be passed on during sex, and these tiny 8-legged creatures can cause severe itching. The itching means
The scabies are getting ready to die. The scabies are feeding off your skin. The mites laid eggs and pooped. Or D, even worse symptoms are just around the corner.
Am I supposed to know about scabies?
Yeah.
Mites.
Ugh.
There's what scabies mites?
it's scabies are it's like a rash that's caused by a little bug that like
Yeah,
burrows
it gets under
itself.
your skin.
It gets underneath your skin.
Ugh.
Never heard that? You're like, oh, he's got scabies. It causes like a rash. Remember when?
I've heard of it. I thought it was like pirate stuff.
No, when
No.
that's scurvy.
That's scurvy.
Scurvy.
Thought it
Remember-
was similar.
Remember when Colton had staff
Yeah.
from the locker room? That
Something like that.
lady's like, you have scabies. I'm like, there's no fucking way this kid has scabies.
So, but
Yeah.
they can come off during sex. That's gross.
Dude, you got it down there. Good luck with that shit.
Oh. All right.
I'm going to go with B.
I
Just
also
are
went
feeding off
B.
your skin. Feeding off your skin. Jamie.
Died.
I'm
eating-
saying dying.
Okay, so that's A.
You're all wrong.
Let me guess, it's D.
It's C. The mites laid eggs and pooped.
Whoa.
Oh, excuse me.
So glad I just ate before her in that one.
Right?
It gets worse. We got two more, and they're gonna get worse.
Oh boy.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, one's gonna get worse. The other one, you're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" And I can't believe I listened to this podcast. We're gonna make you question it real quick. You're gonna be like, "I can't believe I support this motherfucker." Like- so, question number 9.
All right.
The natural strawberry or natural vanilla strawberry raspberry flavoring actually comes from a beaver's anal gland, or
Okay.
a beaver's anal gland, B, marijuana plants, C, baby vomit, or D, a lizard's penis.
What flavoring?
Vanilla, natural vanilla, strawberry, and raspberry flavorings.
Oh, I'm going to go with D.
A lizard's penis.
Yeah. I'm
You
going
just
with
wanted
D.
you just wanted me to keep saying lizard's penis. That's
Yes,
all
I
that
did.
was.
Exactly. Lizard penis. Yes.
Lizard's penis.
I'm gonna go
The-
beaver ass.
Beaver anal gland.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the sad thing is I think it's that.
The sad thing is, Jamie, you are correct. It is the beaver's anal glands that they get that helps make the flavoring for vanilla, strawberry, and
So
raspberry.
do they
I will never
do they
eat anything
farm
fucking
beavers?
artificially flavored ever again.
Yeah.
Can I start a beaver farm?
Yeah, in Las Vegas or in Nevada. Oh,
There's
wait, we're talking about two
beaver
different things. I'm
farms.
sorry. Wait, what? How gross is that?
That's disgusting.
So all the ice cream that has artificial strawberry flavored and vanilla flavored
That's why I like coffee flavored.
has
Is
anal
Nesquik
buttholes.
made with beaver ass?
Did you just say it's Nesquik?
I'm never drinking Nesquik again now, Jamie. Thanks.
Ugh.
They didn't say chocolate. They said raspberry.
But yeah,
But I
she
think
could
the
like the
strawberry-
strawberry.
Strawberry.
Oh, not my. Oops.
I don't like anything strawberry flavored. So
All right.
last one.
Last question. It's a doozy. Let me In 1911, an orphanage in Paris did this to babies in order to raise money.
Oh,
Was it A, had them compete in a crawling competition? B, sold their clothes and dressed them in potato sacks? C, raffled them off? Or D, painted them the colors of the French flag for a parade?
I'm gonna go probably with C because that sounds the most disturbing.
I'm so sorry. I was reading about anal glands. What was it?
I went D.
Would you like me to repeat? You took
Yeah,
D?
I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
Repeat the question. In 1911, an orphanage in Paris did this to babies in order to raise funds. Was it A, had them compete in a crawling competition? B, sold them their clothes and dressed them in potato sacks? C, raffled them off? Or D, painted them the colors of the French flag for a parade?
I hope it's C.
That's what I said was C, but I'm hoping it was not that.
That's the most ridiculous one. I hope it's C.
It's C.
No, no.
I
Ugh.
have questions.
Are all those dumpster babies?
Well, they're an orphanage, so then 1911, there was no such thing as dumpster baby. You just dropped. If you didn't want the kid, you had it. You just dropped it off, and they're
Sure.
like, "Thank you."
All right. So Jamie wins with 6. Sissy had 4. I had 3.
I have questions though about the orphanage. Did they raise more money for like the different sex? Maybe if it was a different race. I mean,
I don't know, but no.
like, do you think there was like, hey, there's, this baby here?
Raffle them off.
Was it a blind raffle? Was it like, did you like, oh, you like, was the baby in front of box and they drew a number?
No,
Oh, who's
I
number 4?
really hope that you like bet on the specific baby. And so there's just like a really bad baby,
Like,
we'll
was it
say.
a silent auction?
No, I'm just thinking that there's like a really bad baby. Oh,
It really took you a second for that to set in, didn't it?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Now
I'm
that
just
we're up-
imagining like there's a baby that needs a few more helping hands, we'll say, and just no fucking raffles at all in the bucket.
Dude,
We couldn't even raffle your ass away.
There's a reason you're still here, you little fuck.
Welcome to how a serial killer is
fuck.
made. Why
I'm
did you
Put on
skin people
display
alive?
to the
I was
city and
raffled
no
as a
one wants
baby.
you.
Oh,
oh
I'm still
boy.
laughing at the silent auction.
Oh my god. You're fucking
Oh,
I
by
am
the way,
fucked
you
up.
can still get certain Swedish schnapps with anal gland juice, but that's about it.
no, thank you.
All
That
right,
is just disgusting.
that is gross.
Since 2010, it's pretty much hasn't been anything normal like
That's
that you'll get regularly.
fucking disgusting. So
But in 2004, there was 300 pounds of beaver extract that was used in the food industry.
Okay, now I'm gonna go throw up. That's just disgusting.
well, now that
300
we've ruined
pounds.
artificial strawberry flavoring or vanilla flavoring,
Dude, I'll
And
never be able
raspberry
to eat
flavoring.
another strawberry starburst like ever again.
and
Oh, I need to find some of this schnapps. I need to get some.
You would.
of course you would. And I think we've ruined ice at fast food places for everyone today. And now that we're all thinking about me being an asshole for auctioning off babies, that's all I got this week, ladies and gentlemen. Sissy J, thank you again.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
all.
thank
I
you, thank
enjoyed
you.
it.
Thank you again for being our
Yep.
first Patreon person. Thank you. Our
You're
first
welcome.
Patreon support.
Ice, Beaver.
Is that the name of is Ice Ice Beaver is the title of this week's podcast? Okay. Got it. She was
That's
so
right.
excited. She was over here giggling, going, "This is it. This is it."
Oh God.
Yeah, I
I
know.
love it. I love it. I love it.
That's all.
All right. We covered Will Smith smacks people. Oh, that's it. No word. Cops getting called on us. Other than that, we forgot that. But oh well. That's
Save
next
it.
week.
So a gland can sell for $40 or $60 each.
Well, Jamie's gonna get in trouble for trapping beaver in Kentucky. So
Yeah.
anyways, all right, let's wrap this up. Sister J, thank you again for joining us. Thank you for
Thank
coming on, and thank
you.
you for being a supporter. We love you. We adore you. We appreciate you so much.
I
Thank you.
love
Thank you.
that
Thank
too.
you.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anytime.
Anytime.
Yeah.
We'll do this again. But you get to go watch our first Patreon. We did the LLP Sunday playlist earlier.
She should do the Would You Rather next time too.
Yep, we can bring on the Would You Rather.
The Would
As
You
well.
Rather.
Bring her on in the future.
Alright.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
James. Thank you. Jamie, you got anything?
It's called Beaver Holt, or it's literally
You
called
still-
Beaver Shout, the Swedish alcohol that has it in it.
Somebody please buy Jamie some
Some
Beaver
if
ass
if
alcohol.
you got Beaver or Beaver butt juice alcohol, please send it to Jamie. Okay.
Please,
I think I
Cankle
just
underscore
Beaver
eater.
butt juice alcohol. I think I just might have switched the title up.
No, see, why do you do that?
I'm not doing it. All right, fine. All right, James, you got anything?
No, just Twitter, Cankle underscore eater.
Cool. Actually, Sissy J, you got anything to promote? Do anything?
Nope.
All right,
I'm good. Thanks.
Oh,
no problem.
I got nada.
Nada. Patreon, once again, hit the like button, hit subscribe, leave us a 5-star review on Spotify and Apple Music. Go to lostlosers.com. Please pick up a t-shirt. Lost_loser_podcast on Instagram and lostlosers _loss on Twitter. Thanks again. Thanks for listening, everyone. Bye.
Bye.